All right, everybody, let's talk a little bit about ADA Cardano because it did do something today after the Bitcoin ETF approval that does open up some big doors of opportunity, at least in my opinion. Now, what we saw today was that ADA Cardano finally started making moves towards the upside after recently establishing some support on top of the 46-cent level. Now, why is the 46-cent level so important? Well, if we zoom out on this thing just a little bit and look at the macro structure of ADA, you can see that this is probably the bear market's key level of liquidity. What I mean by that is as we started to bottom out, as we started to get this structure forming towards the bottom, putting in what many people believe to be a leaning double bottom, right? Something like this. You can see it playing out, a little bit of a W. Some people also call it a reverse cup and handle. You can call it what you want. But that key level of resistance, that key level of liquidity sits right around 46 cents. It's the level where we tried to establish that last previous point of support. It's the point in which we ran into on multiple occasions and were unable to clear it, like here, and clearly like here. And at this given point, something happened today that's pretty notable. We hit that key level of previous resistance and have seemingly now tried to flip it into support. Now, historically speaking, whenever a crypto is capable of taking a strong point of resistance, boom, something that was rejecting it on multiple occasions, and then it's able to clear it, backtest it, and hold it, the door of opportunity then becomes for that crypto to use that foundational establishment of support to then continue upwards. It uses that foundation of support to then basically be rocket fuel, right? To be able to climb its way back up next to get its next macro higher high. And so in this situation with ADA Cardano, it seems as if although it's not guaranteed, the possibility of some type of more macro growth to the upside is definitely in progress, at least in my opinion. Now, there are some things that stand in the way, obviously, right? We have this little short-term Fibonacci level in which is directly running into right now between 58 and 62 cents. You know, this is going to be another layer that while we're below it, we're going to run into some resistance and struggle. But if we see ADA Cardano able to, of course, clear 58 cents, then 62 cents, then inevitably clear 69 to 70 cents, it will be in a position, in my opinion, to possibly get a push all the way back up towards $1.10 towards this macro Fibonacci level. ADA Cardano almost always comes back to this level at some given point. And establishing support like this on top of such a strong level of liquidity could easily put it in a position to continue this move back up towards the upside. Now, I do have a little bit of bias, right? Because I am an ADA Cardano holder. It's not a ton of ADA Cardano that I hold. It's about 2.7% of my primary portfolio, but it's enough, right? Now, if you do want to see all 5 of my main portfolios and all the things that I buy and sell and things of that nature, I do have a Patreon link down below if you would like to check it out. But with those things in mind, although I do have some bias, the thing is clear as day that the door of opportunity to the upside is now open. So the question then becomes, well, what do we do now? Well, there's a couple opportunities here, okay? But I think the most viable or feasible way to go about this at this given point is to either one, just wait it out, allow this level to get cleared, allow it to go up a little bit more, right? Allow it to go up, clear this level around 70 cents, show us that it's going to clear this resistance, and then the door is open for a much bigger move to the upside. If you don't want to wait, another good idea here per se is just to go in with a nice little trade. Okay, now I do all of my trading over on Margex. They are the best exchange to leverage trade on if you are trying to just get in, get out quickly. You don't have to KYC, you don't have to use a VPN. You can flat out just deposit on your account, start trading, withdraw from your account, smooth, easy. They also have some really good deposit bonuses where you can get a couple $100. So go check them out down below and stop wasting time with other exchanges. They are by far the best, as you can see. But with that in mind, like I said, a little trade here wouldn't be bad. I would say the trade that I would take on is probably entering in on a long trade with the expectance of running into some resistance here. So being kind of mindful that maybe a take profit there wouldn't be a bad idea, but likely establishing a stop loss right around that 43-cent level. It gives you a little bit of time, right? Just in case it backtests, maybe wicks a little bit, but backtests and then tries to continue. But it gives you a little bit of time just in case we're not ready there. But if things do go sour and things do go south, you're going to know because we're going to lose 46 cents. If we lose 46 cents and we're actually backtesting it, losing it and continuing, we could see ADA Cardano continue all the way back down to this key liquidity level, closer to 38 to 35 cents. And you obviously don't want to be involved in a long trade that you started up here if we're going to go all the way back down here, right? And so establishing a stop loss somewhere around that 43, 44-cent level would be a decent idea. So that's the way I would go about it. Again, I would either wait this thing out, not do too much, allow it to play out before continuing. It does seem as if there could be one more full wave. I'm not going deep into Elliott's wave theory right now, but in general, ADA Cardano likes to make 5 waves up. You can see here again, 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, 4 wave. It does like to move in 5 waves, so it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever to see some type of continuation here. That is not Elliot's wave theory. That's not how that works, but it is just in general how ADA likes to move. And so with all these things in mind, again, it does seem as if some type of move to the upside can happen. So 2 options: wait this thing out or go in on a leveraged long trade. Establish your stop loss somewhere around $43 to $44 with the expectance that you will run into resistance somewhere here, but if it breaks it, you can continue upward. So those are the ways I would be going about it perfectly. But at the end of the day, ADA Cardano is showing a lot of bullish signs, just establishing this support, breaking through this resistance, doing things of this nature, picking up in volume on breakouts. Those are all great signs. So I will continue to update you as it does play out with ADA. I'm going to be posting 2, 3, or even 4 sometimes videos every day, going over technical analysis, showing you what I'm seeing on the charts throughout the entire bull market. I'll also sprinkle in some degen and alpha plays if that does interest you. And if all of this stuff does sound good to you, make sure you just subscribe so you don't miss another video. But with that said, of course, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.